Hi everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So this is good for all placements of Cancer. And if you're new or if you're a returning viewer, you obviously see that my background is different. I am traveling right now and I'm in Auckland, New Zealand. So you see my hotel room and I'm really excited to be here, but I wanted to get some videos done while I'm here. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is good, like I said, for all placements of Cancer. I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I have asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards. And stick around for the end. I've got several announcements I'd like to make. Okay, so what does the universe want to tell Cancer today? We have Four of Wands, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords, and for your opportunity, we have the Emperor. For your challenge, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so we have a nice mixture of energy here. Let's take a look around the room. We have only one major arcana, and that's going to be your opportunity for the Emperor. Everything else is a minor arcana. Yeah, and only one court card. So that tells me that this is going to be your day-to-day activities. This is what we're looking at right here, right now. Because when you have a lot of major arcanas, which you don't, that's when we're looking at big sweeping changes over a longer period of time. So that could be over months or years. So this is really your day-to-day activity. So let's go ahead and take a look. And my voice will be a little quieter today because I'm in a hotel and I don't want them to hear me. I can be really loud. So here we go. So in your recent past, we have the Four of Wands. This is the card about celebration, trying to get no glare, celebration and a freedom, and really celebrating milestones like graduations, marriages, that kind of energy, and just major accomplishments. This is also where that gateway right there is opening. You see they're walking through it to get to a party. So you're raising your vibration, everyone's having a good time, and that gateway is open. That is your recent past. We get into your present energy and it's the Six of Swords. This is you leaving trouble behind. So I think that you're putting something behind you now, whether that's going to be from a relationship, work, just events, maybe some ideas, maybe things that you've outgrown, hobbies. You know, it could be anything in the 3D, but you're leaving it behind you. You're going on to a calmer time in your life right now. It could even be where you feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel, kind of a feeling that's allowing you, for some of you, to even transition. Maybe some of you are literally moving, but this can be a figurative move also. But it just depends on where you're at in your life right now. But I do see a lot of changes coming in for you. So I'm in downtown Auckland and it's incredibly loud. I'm on the 18th floor and it is incredibly loud outside. So if you hear background noise, I just want you to know I'm in the city center. Then you have the Eight of Cups. And this is telling me that maybe you've left something behind that was near and dear to your heart, that really hurt you, that broke your heart. Even though you're going on to a calmer time in your life, you're leaving some trouble behind, it's still stinging you. Because you can see they're walking around in their own sorrow, their own misery. And this misery was caused by something that they dearly loved. So again, like a relationship, unrequited love. It can be a career that you were laid off from or that you never achieved. Maybe, you know, if you wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer and you couldn't pass the medical or the bar exam. You know, it's something where, you know, maybe you couldn't do a certain qualification for it just to get in. Whatever it is, it's like some dream that you had just did not materialize and it broke your heart. That's not the end of the story, but it's just something you're going through right now. Because remember, this is more like that day-to-day type energy. All right, now let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Yeah, but I feel that a lot of good things are coming your way. I mean, I know, because life's always ups and downs, but the fact that there's light at the end of the tunnel for that one in the present energy really just says you're just having to go through this, especially with that heartache. Okay, so, all right, here we go. Let's get some clarifiers and make some space. All right, here we go. So 7 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and the Hermit. Okay, so let me make some space here. So when we're looking at your recent past with this 4 of Wands energy, and remember, this is the card of freedom, of celebration, gateways opening, celebrating milestones. It is being clarified by the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. So 2 sevens. So this is really telling me that, here this is a card of conviction. You're really standing behind what it is that you want to create for yourself, what it is that you believe in right now, and you're setting up boundaries. You're not letting people dissuade you. And here, you've really come to this realization of you're taking stock in your life and you're figuring out what it is that you want to do. The energy is actually that this comes first and then you're standing your ground. Maybe you're standing your ground while you're deciding what it is, but because they work together. But at the end of the day, this is you trying to figure out what direction it is that you want to go in. I feel that, you're looking at everything that you've done in your life up until this point, and you're asking yourself, is it worth it? You're also asking yourself, if it's not, do I need to change directions? And the answer is yes. That's always going to be yes for anybody. And if you like the direction you're in, then fantastic. Maybe you double down on it. Maybe you add to it, to enhance the experience. But this is you taking stock in your life right now, but you're standing your conviction. So there's something going on. There's something that you really believe in that it is that you're doing or that you're working towards. Then we have this 6 of Swords. There's light at the end of the tunnel. You're leaving danger behind. You're going on to calmer shores. It's really more trouble, not danger. And then it's being clarified by the 3 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. This is you manifesting something in. Like I said, I really feel like something bigger and better is right around the corner. You're just going through this right now. So you're starting to manifest something in for yourself at a distance. So it is that you figured out who you want to be with, what do you want to do, where do you want to do it. It's that who, what, why, when, and where. And that's what you're figuring out. You're calling it in, but this is the manifestation card in the tarot. But see, you can't get what you want until you know what you want. This card tells me that you figured out what it is that you want. That's what this is, that card of conviction. You've already figured it out, and now you're calling it in to the universe. And the universe knows that you're not settling. This is the 8 of Cups that you're walking away from. You have a lot of cups. 8 is a lot. The 9 goes right there, and then the 10 is the culmination of the cups. This is really telling me that you're willing to risk it all to pursue that 9 and the 10. You're going to pursue your passion. You're not completely satisfied emotionally. Cups are going to be your emotions, it's love, it's your intuition, it's your connection to source, and you're not quite there. And I love this because you're not willing to settle. That tells me that you're willing to risk it all to continue to get to your goal. You've got that drive, Cancer. And I love that for you, because why should you settle? I absolutely love it. So that is your present energy. You're manifesting something in, and you're pursuing it with that 8 of Cups. Then we get to your near future with this 8 of Cups energy. Now, I just want to show you the difference in the cards. Same card, different deck. You're walking away. Here it is, you have broken your own heart, because this deck is slightly different. This is telling me that you're having to go through something that can be a little dark. I don't feel that this is dark. I just feel you're being able to walk away. But now you've hurt your heart. Something that you're leaving behind. Again, unrequited love, person, place, thing, idea. Something that has really hurt you, that was near and dear to your heart. And that is being clarified by the 2 of Swords and the Hermit. So this 2 of Swords is asking you to feel into this, because I think that like I said, okay, they're hurt. They're mourning the loss of something that they love. I think that that has created a blockage over your heart, which is why her arms are crossed. You're being asked to use your intuition, which is why the blindfold is on. Feel into it. Feel into your heart and try and make a decision. This is typically either or, and that's represented by the two islands too, either or that third place solution, which is that far island in the back. That allows you to think outside the box, that allows you to see another way out. It's not just black or white. There's that big gray area in between, and that is your strength. It's even the gray of the gown, or I guess it's supposed to be white. Well, I think it's gray. Gray like the swords, that's steel. So this is really allowing you to look beyond just a black and white. You're looking at the big picture, using your intuition to feel into it, to make a decision for yourself, because at the end of the day, you're having to make a decision. And there's something from your past that is part of this decision. So that could be an experience, that could be somebody that's there with you. Then we have the Hermit. This is about you going within for answers. So I feel that while you've been hurt and you're also going within here. Let me just show you that too. You're also going within, but this is using your intuition. Now you're going within, and really you're trying to gain this type of enlightenment. So you're going within to gain these knowledge, or get this knowledge and this wisdom, and then turn around and shine it out to the world. So you've gone up on that mountain. You could even have some dark nights of the soul, but when you come back, you're able to shine this illumination. And by you sharing your knowledge, it actually helps other people understand maybe something that they're going through. I feel that it's about sharing too. So maybe your experience helps other people gain that kind of knowledge, and then they have an idea of how to handle it as they go through something very similar. How interesting. Okay, that is your overall energy. Now I'm going to look at the guidance and advice from Spirit, and that is going to be 3 cards. We have the 8 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So what this is telling me is that Spirit is saying you might be over-processing stuff in your head. There might be something going on where you feel trapped, because this card is also about a self-imposed restriction. Maybe you don't see a way out. I just feel like you're over-processing things in your head, and you do have a lot going on. This is when you need to calm down a little bit. So Spirit's just saying, if you get into this predicament, just slow down, calm down, so you can start to think your way out, because there is a way out. We also have the 3 of Pentacles. This is teamwork. This is that teamwork makes the dream work kind of energy. This is really about you turning around and being able to have this sense of camaraderie, teamwork. This can be the card of strong foundations, quality relationships, the card of marriage. But you see, everybody is working together for the better of everybody. Everybody has their role to play, and they enjoy it, right? That is something Spirit is saying. So especially if it's going to be work or a family or even friendship, everybody has their role to play. Everybody has their strengths. Then we have this Page of Swords, and this Page of Swords is like a detective and is asking a lot of questions. That means you're looking for a lot of answers. So this tells me that you really do have a lot on your mind, but she's going about this very calmly. This energy is not calm. This energy is in a panic. This energy is calm. So you definitely have a lot on your mind right now that you're trying to figure out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We have the Page of Wands. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups, the Devil card, and the Empress. All right, let me move my deck around. Like I said, tight space here. All right, so we have this 8 of Swords being clarified by the Page of Wands and the 9 of Swords. You really have a lot of this worry energy that's intellectual, right? Because swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. You really have a lot going on intellectually. I really feel like you're just playing stuff over and over in your head. So this card is about that never-ending nightmare. This is really when you're playing thoughts over and over in your head that keep you up at night, and they start to stack up on top of each other like a ladder, the way that is. So this is producing anxiety, guilt, shame. It's all of those emotions that keep you up at night. Usually this is a fear-based card. So you are creating your own fear and worry in this card. So we've got this coming in. So really, you know, look what it's clarifying. It's clarifying this overprocessing, and you're overprocessing so much, it's keeping you up at night. It's about you just taking action. Instead of processing in your head, figure out something that you can do to take action, and that's going to start putting that fear and that anxiety away. Because once you start making a movement, taking action towards something, it's either going to dissipate or you're going to double down for a minute. But whatever it is that's coming in for you, you need to take action. And I really think that that's going to allow you to figure out, is this going to work or not work? Whatever it is you're working on, right? If you're pursuing something that makes you happy with that 8 of Cups, you know, you're going to say, well, is this the right path or no? And you find out soon enough. Then we have this 3 of Pentacles, and it is being clarified by the Queen of Cups and the 6 of Cups. So cup energy, we're looking at love, your emotions, intuition, your connection to source. This could be love of family, friends, having a pet. But this, at the end of the day, is you following your heart. Look at, she's holding that cup. She gives herself self-love, self-care, but she's also very giving, loving, and nurturing to other people. She's very intuitive, and she likes this environment. She thrives in this environment. Whether you're a male or female, this is you being very loving, nurturing, and very caring. And self-love. I can't stress that enough. Because you're working together as a team with those people, and when you love yourself, you're a stronger teammate, because then you can love the others around you. And then here we go again, more love. We've got the 6 of Cups. This is that purity of heart, purity of spirit. It's also the card of nostalgia and childhood. So this is just telling me, go back to that time when you were a child, when you were very loving, giving, and open, and that is another energy that will serve you well throughout all of this, right? This is just being very light of spirit, light of heart, but very loving. What a beautiful energy. Then we have this Page of Swords. And again, this is like being a detective. This is about you thinking about a lot of questions that you have and answering them. So that is something that is really important for you right now, is to gain some answers. But you need to be able to formulate questions. Maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you're trying to figure out what it is you actually want to ask. And that's being clarified by the Devil and the Empress. So this is just telling me you have a lot of questions. Well, is it questions about a person, place, or thing? Something that's toxic? Something that is possibly unhealthy for you? This could be bad habits. Is it your internal drive of Capricorn? Is this you tapping into this internal drive of trying to really make something happen? And you're really, you know, that Capricorn energy, that goat climbing the hill and nothing's going to get in its way. Is it that? And you're asking a lot of questions so you can start climbing that mountain, so that you can start climbing that mountain for success. But it's got both energies, so it depends on who you are in this reading. And then we have the Empress. This is a reminder that you're striving for your idealized life. She is also very loving and nurturing and very giving. She is the epitome of abundance and prosperity. She can wave that scepter over the wheat and it just grows with ease. And that's the thing with her. It's easy. Everything is easy. Remember, she is that beautiful divine feminine energy. She is all 4 queens put together. That's what makes her stronger than the queen. Wow. So ask those questions. It's going to get you towards your idealized life. Look at your internal drive and look at any toxicity. That is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. Your opportunity is the Emperor. So you have the Empress here, but now you have the Emperor. So the Emperor is all about stepping into boss mode, taking charge of his life, taking charge of the realm, trying to make the best decisions for himself, his friends, his family, and the world in general. This is you really stepping into that protective mode right now. That is your opportunity. Your challenge is the 9 of Pentacles. Now, is your challenge impossible? No. The challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it. And when you achieve it, it's very rewarding because you've done that work and it's paid off. So the Nine of Pentacles is this lady of luxury. She lives a very independent lifestyle. She's self-reliant, independent. She is well off. She likes the finer things in life, and that is in your challenge position. So let's find out why. Why is it in the challenge? Is there a blockage, or is your attention being taken elsewhere? Because you do have a lot going on in this reading. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Cups. We've got the Nine of Pentacles above it now on your opportunity, and it's also in the challenge. So there's a big key right there. Oh my God. And then we have the Ace of Swords and the World card. Okay, let me get these cards out of here. All right, so let's start with your opportunity. The Emperor, stepping into that boss mode, being clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. And I just want to show you. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Same card, different deck. This is your challenge, and this is a clarifier in your opportunity. So again, your opportunity is the Emperor being clarified by these two cards. This is happy, joyful families. These people choose to be happy, and that's what's coming in for this Emperor. Again, I said he's making the best decisions for himself, his friends, his family, and the realm. He's doing it from his heart. Happy, joyful family. What would his idealized life be? Looking at the realm for everybody. And that's how he's making his decisions. Then we've got this Nine of Pentacles. Again, she's got that laser focus. This is the Lady of Luxury. Look at it. She's got 9 pentacles. Even if she gave these 3 away, she still has a lot. This is you feeling that you have arrived, that you have a lot in your life. The next stage is the Ten of Pentacles. And remember, everybody wants the Ten of Cups, which is right next to it, and the Ten of Pentacles, and you are almost there in that Emperor boss mode. That is your opportunity to really have these types of achievement that everybody wants. Now, this just took an interesting turn, your reading. With everything that you're going through, you're keeping your eye on the prize, you're standing your ground, and you can achieve this. You have an opportunity to get to your idealized life. I mean, that's what all the cards are saying. It's just leading up to it. You've got these steps that you have to go through. All right, now let's look at your challenge. Your challenge is the same card, the Nine of Pentacles, which I think is very interesting. So literally, it's like this on the table. This is a clarifier. This is the main card. So challenge position, Nine of Pentacles, being clarified by the Ace of Swords and the World card. This is literally a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning. This is a triumphant breakthrough and clarity. You need clarity to achieve this. The Lady of Luxury, self-reliance, and independence. You need clarity. So that means maybe you're codependent on something. Maybe you're codependent on, I don't know, maybe an unemployment check, maybe on friends and family, you know, whatever it might be. You need some clarity, and that's going to allow you to become self-reliant and independent. Maybe you want to start your own business and you're trying to get away from a job situation. You know, it doesn't have to be I'm not trying to make it have to be a negative, but it could be something as basic as that. Is like, hey, I got a great job, but I want to be my own boss. I want to work for myself. You're having this triumphant breakthrough and clarity, these aha moments. And this is the Sword of Truth. So you're seeing very clearly. And then we have the World card. This is the last card in the Major Arcana, the 21. It starts with the 0, the Fool, and it goes to the 21. Now you're at this culmination of your journey, and you're getting ready to walk through this portal into a new beginning in truth. So again, this is you gaining your life's knowledge and wisdom as you circle back to the Fool. So you've already asked yourself these questions in the Judgment card. That the Judgment card wants you to ask yourself these questions like, who am I right here, right now? What makes me happy? How is my health? How are my finances? My relationships with friends and family, pets, right? Hobbies, housing. You're looking at travel. You're looking at everything. How do you like your life? And those are just sample questions. You can ask others, like, what's your favorite color? That would give you an indication maybe on what chakra you're tapped into right now, or what needs work, depending on what the energy is around it. But this is you. You're stepping through this portal into the next stage of your life. And I feel like you're doing it with gusto. I don't feel like you're holding back. You've got the 8 of Cups here. You've got that manifestation card. I feel like you're really going for it. You're being asked to just take an action, take a step. Wow. So that's your opportunity. That is your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. You know I'm getting ready to start traveling. I'm currently in New Zealand and Australia, but I'm going domestic and international. So let me know where you're at. I am taking a tally. My channel's grown so much, I have not been able to respond to people the way I normally would. I'm overwhelmed. So just know I am reading them. I just can't respond like I did before. That would take me 3 or 4 hours a day right now, and I can't do that. So, but I love it, and I appreciate all your support. Also, you can go and see me on my YouTube channel in the sense of I have a membership if you'd like to support the channel that way. There's 3 different tiers. You can check that out, see if that's something you're interested in. It is new, so keep that in mind. Also, I go live twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Thursday, it is in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It's a lot of fun. If you've never seen me go live, go back and watch a previous episode to get an idea what it's like. People submit their questions in advance or live. If they do it in advance, it's through PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe. You just include your question that you want answered. And then if it's live, it's PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. Just know that the SuperChat is a little more expensive because YouTube takes 40%, and that just keeps it fair for all of us. But all that information is in the link in the description below, and that'll give you some insight into what's going on. Also, you can go to my channel, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Again, link is in the description, and that'll take you to my website where you can book a personal reading with me, a missing person consultation, sign up for my free newsletter that's at the bottom of every single page. And you can go to the Learning Center, and that's where my 16-week manifestation masterclass is. If you don't know, I'm a master manifester, and I had my first business at 13 and a half. I'm about to be 59. I have been doing this for a very, very long time. If that is something you're interested in learning, then definitely go ahead and sign up for that class. It starts June 1st. And I'd love to have you there. We've already got a lot of people signing up for it, and it is spectacular. It is 16 weeks. It's a commitment because you need to be able to change that on a cellular level as we're getting into it, and that's where it takes place. So again, I've done this, and you can manifest good and bad in. I'm trying to teach you how to manifest the good in, and you can see the difference. And when you do both, you'll see how it really works. I've done both. A lot of people have. So there's the ways that you tweak it so that you're just manifesting the good in. It's a lot of fun, and you learn a lot. So definitely sign up for that if that's something you're interested in. I also have a section on there. Well, I also do one-on-one if you're interested in that too. I do. I don't have my notes here, so I'm trying to wing it. I also do one-on-one for tarot, manifestation, and also raising your vibration if that's something you need help with. And then I have a section on there called Alison's Picks. Those are my affiliate links. Skin Like Butter. That is also going to be Dr. Amir Karam, MD Skincare, which I love. I live for his products. They're so good. And then also Rogers Hood Apothecary. I interviewed the founder, Kim Rogers, about 2 months ago, where we talked about the Parasite Cleanse, Mold Cleanse, Lymph Kit that came out May 15th, and the Fulvic Soak. I'm telling you, if you've got a warm body, you've got parasites, definitely go check it out. I'm doing her Parasite Cleanse. I started on the Blood Moon. That was on March 14th. 30 days, then you take 7 days off, and then you start again. I started again on Easter for the next 30 days, and then literally I stopped on, I think it was the 20th, and I got on the plane to come to New Zealand on the 21st. So I have timed it out so that I can do that because I really believe in it. When I get back from my trip from New Zealand and Australia, I am doing it again. It works, and I've never done one before, so I want to make sure all the cycles are out. Eggs, juveniles, adults, because as they leave the body, they dump. You need to follow it per her directions. You need to take that binder to get all the toxins out as those parasites dump toxins on their way out and as there's die-off. It'll help you tremendously. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you for today. Again, if you could take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. All right, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.